welcome on this misty morning here at our pastures. In this episode we are planting a tree. I got this tree for free because one of the neighbors at my house, and yeah, my house is just on a 2-minute walk that direction, but yeah, we can order from our state a free tree, and yeah, I also did that and I planted them in front of the pasture. We are now at the back side of our pasture, and you could order it in November. So yeah, they didn't have the space to plant out the tree, so it's still in the pot, and yeah, as you can see, it's already quite big, and I will put a name here on the side because in the English terms I do not know how this tree calls, but in Dutch we say Linden, Lindenboom, Linden tree. I will put the name on the side here. So because it's in a pot, I'm guessing that the tree is quite root bound. I will see it, like you can see. And the plan is to plant it out here, where there will be a second tree line. So the first tree line is here. I'm not sure if you can see me, but the first tree line is here against the border of the pasture. That's a farmer's field. I think he's not happy that I am planting out trees because, and I will show you. So this is a peach tree, but yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but someone snipped off, yeah, the ends, the top parts of this tree. So I'm hoping it will survive, and I'm guessing that yeah, the farmer snipped off, and I will try to focus. So someone snipped off this part, and I'm thinking that the farmer of this land beside our pasture is doing it with the scissors, because I think so, I'm not sure, but he is afraid that my tree lines will block his land to farm. But yeah, that's why I'm hoping that this year the rest that didn't snip off will grow super fast, so it cannot be damaged anymore, of course. But to the planting, so I will plant out the tree here on the second tree line. For the moment there are no trees yet on the second tree line, and I will place a few more tree lines. So I need to dig a hole. There is still grass here, so I need to make sure the hole is big enough to give the roots some options to spread out sideways and go deeply into the soil. So I will dig a quite big hole to loosen up the soil, to put in some organic matter, and yeah, that's what we are doing in this video. So we will take our shovel and our spade to dig a hole. Make sure it's a bit in line with the other line. But our hole, I will make it quite big. Only life for the moment that I could find here in the soil. And maybe a fact to know for you, I'm fighting here on this part of the pasture against yeah, some wild raspberries. So this area was overtaken by raspberries. So that fight will go on quite some years, I'm guessing. Yeah, for the moment it's okay. But yeah, as you can see from the neighbors, the raspberries will come creep here into the pasture. So yeah, I need to check it regularly to make sure it's not doing it again. Our hole is digged. Now we'll make it a bit looser now, because yeah, as you can see. To make sure the roots have some chance to root out, I need to loosen it up. That's why I am digging a quite big hole. This is definitely a workout, digging holes. So I will loosen the sides. So to make sure the roots of the tree have some chance. I've put in some half rotted manure. Now it's time to just put in the tree. Make sure the top of the pot is at least at level of the pasture, so I will put it a bit higher. Yeah, now we just need to fill back the hole. So now I will put a lot of dead material on top of it, so this can break down over the years. And to give it some chance against the weeds. But like I mentioned, especially when the real spring is starting and the summer, I will need to come here a lot with a brush cutter to keep the grasses maintained. But yeah, within a few years, when the trees are established and they make some soil, it will become better with the grasses. But for now, putting a layer. I will even put on some cardboard, which already has a lot of mycelium on it, as you can see, and even a worm is in here. But just to cover the soil and to make sure to give weeds no chance, because otherwise the fight will be a lot harder for me and for the tree. In the spring and the summer, when the grass is growing like crazy, what I will do then is by cutting down the grasses, I will put it onto the tree lines, so there is a supply of organic matter, because it will break down quite fast. So a quite easy and simple manner to keep down the weeds. Now I need to water it in, and then I hope the tree will survive and grow abundant. So our tree is planted. And yeah, this month, March and April, I will plant out more trees because yeah, I have a lot of seeds that I need to put in the ground, flowers, trees. I have a lot of seeds that already have been germinated, so they need to wait maybe a year, maybe till the end of the year before I plant them out in my grown seeds in an air-prune bed. I'm germinating a lot of willow and other bushes, shrubs. So this year we will plant a lot of trees, and the spring is already here on the pasture, because in the front I have a fruit tree that is starting to bloom, hoping it will not freeze, otherwise no fruits on that tree for this year. But yeah, so here in front of our pasture, the willow is starting to produce greenery, green leaves. So yeah, quite exciting for this year. So a lot of greenery here. And here the peach tree has already a lot of flowers on it, so potentially every flower can end up being a fruit. As you can see, it's full of flowers. In the backside of our pasture, that's not the only tree that I have planted, because here is a new tree. So this tree I got from my neighbor, who is also doing vegetables, and he planted it 2 or 3 years ago, but he noticed that this isn't a fruit tree, so I told him, give it to me, I will plant it out on the pasture. So not a fruit tree, but it will produce biomass to put into the tree lines. And I also planted out a few cherry trees here in this line, and I will show you, but they are a lot smaller. So here I planted 3 cherry trees, one over here, one over here, one over here, and I know it's quite dense, but now I be sure that there will be a cherry tree in here, and later on I can cut down the other one to produce biomass into the tree lines. For now I just need to check what is happening here throughout the year with these cherry trees. Also growing a lot of trees from out seed, and I start them in an air-prune bed. I will show you, but then we need to go to the vegetable garden. And to show you my smallest air-prune bed, this is just a pot where I have cut off the bottom part. I've put some sort of mesh netting over it. The first material is some straw, and then I filled it up with compost. But so this is Yona Gold apple. I've just put the seeds into this pot, and as you can see, it's not much bigger as my hand, but in this pot there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 potential apple trees. So you don't need much space to grow seeds, to grow trees from seeds. You can see this is just a normal pot where I grow fruit trees. So I'm experimenting with the size of air-prune beds. I've also got 2 bigger ones, one on the left side of you guys and one on the right side. On that bed there is nothing happening for the moment, but in this one I will take you closer and show you. So here I have, and I'm gonna put it's a peach tree. So already 2 have germinated, one here and one here, and these 2 are another apple variety. So now I'm estimating that between this and 1 month it will be full of trees in this air-prune bed. And also the same principle, a mesh on the bottom. And why should you use an air-prune bed? Because so the seed will send this taproot towards the bottom, but because there is a layer of air, because the airflow can just go underneath the beds, the taproot will stop growing, it will prune itself, air prune bed, and then it will send out some side shoots. So yeah, you can grow a lot of seeds in a small space, and yeah, later on you can plant them out. But that's not all what we are growing here. So also this red currant starting to make leaves, so yeah, it will probably root, so more plants to plant out in our food forest. And here I've got a bucket full of willow, and as you can see, the leaves are already starting to appear, and now I will take one out. They are making roots, and as you can see, it's almost ready to plant out because it has roots already on them. So a lot of willow cuttings, I think in total 100 willow cuttings, which I can grow further on the pasture. So, and as you could see on the pasture, our fruit trees are putting out flowers. I've planted a few more trees, as you can witness into the video. But that's it for this video. I hope that you follow this food forest project with me, and yeah, for now I would say happy gardening and see you in the next. Peace. So yeah, potentially every flower